Why, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and friends. From beyond the binary, welcome back to yet another Death Stranding episode. I hope you are all well. I, once again, have been dying to play some Death Stranding. I did make a quick note on Still Mothers. I've not gone back and watched the video. I quickly made that like 5 minutes ago before recording because I realized I didn't do it last episode. I may have misinterpreted some things or gotten some things wrong. If I have, don't worry. I'll figure it out, hopefully. I still can't get over the idea, or the fact, sorry, that I theorized the Still Mother's existence. And then the game immediately confirmed it. That's what I get. I should just play the game. Anyway, let's dive in. I believe my current objective will see me heading towards the wind farm. And hopefully we can then find a way to recharge that bicycle. Take on a new order at the distribution center west of Capital Knot City. I will certainly try. Right, so I believe we're done in here. I think we did everything we wanted to do. So, yeah, let's leave private room. And we shall go and gain a new quest. Are we going to get another cutscene with Mads? Yes!
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save Bibi.
We are.
We are.
But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Okay.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Okay.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you.
What is
It's
it?
about managing your BB's stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks.
Okay.
There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress,
Such as?
such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pot, gently rock it, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect.
Bleed
Didn't I
through.
warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain.
Okay.
A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Clear. All weapons will remain.
Okay. Soothing BB, left bumper and down
Bridges.
an X to soothe, or left stick up to rock. So if I go left bumper, down, it can then soothe by pressing X. And then rock like this. You shouldn't shake babies. This feels less like soothing and more like shaking. I'm gonna, I'm gonna put him back. I don't feel comfortable doing that. What was I gonna say? Oh, Sam.
Sam,
There it is.
check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
I will, Die Hardman. 28 weeks. Okay, let's quickly chuck that into the BB note. Removed from the womb at 28 weeks. The initial bridge baby experiments date back decades. A lot of the information about how exactly they operate is lost to us, but hopefully through our travels we can make strides to mend that knowledge or lack of knowledge, mend that lack of knowledge. There we go. I'm just going to throw theories at the wall here. I wonder, and again, I really am throwing theories at the wall. What if Sam was once a bridge baby, potentially? And maybe that's why his belly button's gone. Maybe it's not the clone thing that I'm thinking, and instead it's something related to the bridge babies. And maybe that's why Sam has this paternal instinct to protect his own bridge baby, because something deep within him knows that that was what he was like once upon a time.
Enjoy it, at least while it lasts.
Wait, what? Massage shoulders? Is this because I didn't move? I was too busy chatting with you guys. That's cool. Give him a good old massage. There you go. Good job, Sam. Well done. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I don't know. I feel like because we don't know much about the origin of where the bridge baby technology and experiments comes from, that feels like it's opened itself to be maybe a twist later in the story. That we can discover this lost information, and then from that we'll have this bombshell delivered to us. Sam, you were once a bridge baby. The original bridge baby. I don't know.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics.
Okay.
Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived.
Where is
the
it?
The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it,
Oh
caught that
no.
porter en route or something.
Oh no.
If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory.
I don't want to go.
You'd be up for stealing us our property back. Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go. Oh no. Okay. We do have this new option. Oh, sorry. Is that my cursor on the screen? No, you can't see it. Good. Take on orders, but we've got this. Recycle. Recycle cargo to produce new materials. So I don't necessarily have to give back cargo which was lost. Am I able to claim cargo here? I can see we've got Lem's lost cargo or Miojo Galactico's lost cargo. Could I take these and then recycle them? I don't know. I don't want to try that right now. Right. Let's go to take on orders. Orders for Sam. Oh, no. Oh, no. Recovery chiral printer interface. Listen to briefing.
Heads up, Sam. Distro Center staff's got a favor to ask. Probably best I start from the beginning.
Oh, no.
This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's basically a repeat of what he's already said. We will take on the chiral printer interface quest then. So, camp southwest of Capital Knot City. If we go to here, retrieve the chiral printer interface, make a delivery to the distribution center. But then there's, oh, it's the second option, right? I see. cargo recovery and condition less than 50%. You need to recover the chiral printer interface that was stolen by the mules. Be warned that mules suffer from drone syndrome and won't relinquish stolen cargo easily. Once you've recovered the interface, hook it up to the printer to bring it online. And of course, we know about drone syndrome from the mail? Was it in the mail? No. It was the interviews. Somewhere in the interviews, we learned more about mules and drone syndrome. Cool. So we will be receiving 2 PCCs as well. Okay. There is another quest, collection of chiral crystals.
Sam. The area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees.
I'm guessing they're going to give me the tool to collect them.
Go out of your way to gather them, especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is.
Of course.
I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman.
Hello, Hartman.
Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles. Ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Right, that's the sort of thing where I'm going to have to go back and make notes on what he just said, because I'm not going to be able to remember all of that and put that in a note. But the thing which stuck out to me is, again, its influence over time and how that can manipulate time and reverse it and cause things to float, which again reminds me of the void out at the beginning with Igor, when he began to float into the air towards that gargantuan beached thing before the void out happened. And then post void out, we saw that presumably vision of the future with me and the Cupid on the beach cradling the baby. So if it's always been there, presumably again it's to do with us bridging this connection between the realm of the living and the realm of the dead, has caused chiralium to now interact and interface in our world in a different way, such as when the corpse disposal team said that the chiralium which is emanating off of the body would lead to a void out over in the Knot City at the beginning. So if chiralium has always been there, it's just never done anything before, but now I'm guessing it's to do with, again, bridging that gap between our realm and the realm of the dead. Anyway, let me pick this up because I'm getting fed up with the beeping. Collect at least 1 CG of chiral crystals. That's minimum, but we should be collecting 100 and then bringing it back to the distribution center. Okay, and we will be receiving another PCC. Okay, I will accept both of these orders. I think we'll grab the crystals.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC.
Oh.
If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
I mean, a watchtower is pretty big. We can do that. Let's load all of the PCCs onto our back for now. I do have 80 resin. Was that given to me as part of this quest? Or did I pick that up earlier? Can I move that? Place in private locker. Let's do that with the resin. I don't think I have any need of that right now. Maybe I do. Maybe that's what I need to build these structures. Okay, let's save. And let's head out. So I think my port of call, or first port of call.
You're holding is a crystal collector. As the name suggests, it provide secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Okay.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints.
Yep.
Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground.
Yep.
And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta.
On it,
Look for
Hartman.
these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
I've seen several. many, many in my travels.
Order assigned.
So I think... Oh. Let's give Yarrow some likes. There you go, Yarrow. Enjoy. Amazing.
Beginning scan. Have
Okay.
a pleasant journey.
I was going to say, first port of call for me, I think, will be to make our way over to the crystals. We'll do the crystals first, and then we'll make our way on over to the mules encampment. So, to begin with, we want to head in this direction. I think we're probably going to need to cross the river. So let me open up my map. We do have a bridge here we can cross, and then this is supposedly where the chiral crystals will be. The only ladder slash bridge I can see is this one here. We could take that to the middle section, and then maybe there'll be some chiral crystals on this middle island. And then if there's not, we can use that ladder to then make our way on over to this larger piece of land. And I think in situations like this, I don't need to plot a route. We're just heading over to this island, right? Sam.
Chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Well, I know they gave me the PCC to construct the watchtower, but right now I feel like I just want to walk over here and have a look. And we can save the watchtower maybe for a more opportune location, such as when we're trying to make our way into the mule encampment. This is awkward because it's very yellow. It's quite deep. I think I'm going to try and clamber up onto that rock. I could place a ladder of my own, I guess. Let's do that. Let's be sensible. So let's go and grab... wrong button. Do I have a ladder? I do not. I could urinate. Not that that will do me any good. No ladder. We could put down a climbing anchor. Nah, I'll just walk. I'll walk. We'll be fine. So if I just hold on. And maybe I'm overthinking it. There we go. And then we can climb up onto this rock. And then from here, if we just cut across here, we should be fine. Perfect. Okay, now we're entering Timefall land, which is understandable. This is where we're going to be finding the chiral crystals. And again, I think I'm more confident dealing with BTs than I am mules. So I don't really mind if I run into any BTs, I think. Feel free to quote me on that when I inevitably scream and shout. Yeah, here we go. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. All right, so... there we go. We're in. It has begun. That's so dramatic. But it's rightfully dramatic. Let's give this a few likes. See, now I'm thinking maybe I should build the watchtower, because if I'm making my way into this area... oh, but then the timefall will damage the tower, won't it? Ah. Okay. I think I can see some crystals up there. Okay, so there is one in there. There's a couple, in fact. But my Odra deck is detecting BTs in that direction. and apparently one directly in front of me. So I'm gonna tuck into the shore and hopefully grab this one down here with little issue. Now we need 100 CG of crystals. It's 48. So we've got 1 BT to our right, 1 BT to our left. If I hold my breath, I'm going to try and make my way up here and then cut into the right. Like so. Okay, can I release? I can. Okay. Oh, that's so... I hate it, but I also love it. I think they're incredible. Like, what an amazing villain design. Oh. I spoke too soon. Let's move. Let's move. Okay, perfect. We're going to try and grab this chiral crystal down here. And then if need be, we can make our way back to that cliff behind me. Is this going to bring us up to 100? No! That was such a small supply! Oh, no. Okay, let's come down here. All is not lost. I can see there's a BT directly across the other side of this river. So I, in an attempt to avoid them, will hold my breath and try and walk over here. Oh. Holy shit. We're okay, we're okay. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. So. That's where the chiral crystals are that I want to grab. And then we can come back here and use this post to clamber our way down. Annoyingly, there was some chiral crystals over there by the shore that I should have grabbed. Because we're in a danger zone right now. Like, this is horrifying. Oh, holding breath. Come on, Sam. Hoping we can get away with grabbing these. We got it. Okay. Now we need to be very, very careful. I don't know how to do this. Hold breath and walk. And do you know what? I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to grab some more chiral crystals. Perfect. Okay, make our way down here. And we're going to beeline it for the climbing anchor. Oh my goodness. That was nerve-wracking. Okay, release. Grab a hold of this. Grab rope. And now slowly climb our way down. Give it a few likes before I release. I don't know if they're going through. They did. Good, good, good. All right, release. Crouch. And now I think from here, I'm going to try and follow the river. Oh no, it's detecting one up there. Okay, we'll go this way instead. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and climb up here in order to avoid the BT behind me. And now I think we're maybe in the clear? I'll quickly nom on a crypto biote. I think that gives back a little bit of stamina. Oh. I held down X, but I didn't eat one. Never mind. Never mind. And yeah, this is going to be an absolute nightmare to cross. So I think we head back down the way. I'm going to try and sprint. Yeah, perfect. So I'll grab the resin and other packages we saw on the way in. Because we're now making our way back to the distribution center, right? So now is the time to pick these up. Perfect. I'm really happy with how that went. Really, really happy with how that went. Oh, I feel like I can breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, God. Okay, let's grab these resin. Or these resin? This resin. That makes more sense. Grab this, and then we'll make our way back towards the rock. Hold on to the bag for extra safety. Climb up. Go down. And then we'll climb back up here. Again, I love that it shows you your previous steps. So I could see exactly where to cross in the river without needing to scan again. Well, I feel relieved, but I now know the true challenge is around the corner. Having to infiltrate this mule encampment. Oh my God. Sam.
Chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from the usual.
Oh?
The process is pretty simple, though.
Okay, what am I doing?
Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Okay. That sounds the same as what I'm used to, so I'm curious to see what he means by the fact that it's different. Okay. Activate terminal. Claim materials from facility. Recycle. Make delivery. I'm guessing I'm claiming the materials? No. Fabricate equipment. Recycle. Recycle is being beeped. Oh, do I recycle the chiral crystals? Why do I feel like I'm doing this wrong? Hold on. Let me double check and make sure I'm doing this correctly. So if we go over to cargo, if we go over to missions, orders, chiral crystals, recycle them at the distribution center. Okay. Let's try again. That makes sense now. So let's go down to recycle. Chiral crystals, and we'll do all 100. And then we'll confirm. Hey, amazing. Hello?
Got some chiral crystals for us?
I do indeed.
These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance.
I'm a hard worker.
Both get their fill, looks like.
Oh, good. Good. I wonder what that means for us now, then. Is this going to unlock something? Presumably something which can now be made using the chiralium crystals? Was that like a 1,220 meters? Wow. Another S rank. Get in. Benjamin Hancock has provided design data for the following. Container repair spray. New interview data required. Chiral symmetry and chiralium. Chiral crystals can now be used at all UCA-affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at the distribution center west of Capital Knot City has increased. A new option has been added to delivery terminals. Claim materials.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility.
Okay.
They'll be added to the stores held on site.
Okay.
These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Right. So I could come back here with an additional 200 chiral crystals to bring them up to their capacity. And the same with resin and the same with metals. I see. Recycling weapons, equipment, or materials at a facility will increase the amount of materials available for use at that facility. These can then be used to fabricate any new weapons and equipment that you require. Okay. Awesome. I'm happy that we got yet another S rank. I don't know if that's
Good work,
normal.
Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing.
Awesome.
As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Ah. I thought the connection level was on a location by location basis. So I don't know if I'm going to have connection level 3 everywhere, because when I first got here, that went from 0 stars to 2.5. So I'm guessing it'll probably say in this on-screen prompt that for some reason I'm avoiding. Increasing connection levels. Increasing your connection level with a facility will allow for more materials to be stored there, and will make more materials available for use. Additionally, new functionality may be provided by bridges, and you may even receive a gift or two. Ooh. Distribution center west of Capital Knot City has provided the following new hologram data. Bridges guard Macho. To use this data, gain access to a level 2 or higher structure and select customize structure. Can I give a structure a guard called Macho? Is that it? Some of this facility's bandwidth has been shared with Sam. More structures can now be built within the Chiral network area. Oh wow, it's doubled the amount ownable of chiral crystals, and they've also gained more available materials too. Wow. We've gone up to 3.5 stars. Wow. So I wonder then if there is a, and again, I'm not trying to think about this in a min-max way. I'm just trying to think about this in a gamer way. I wonder if there's any benefit or incentive for me to stay here and do missions and deliver more packages to the distribution center to get their ranking up to 5, just in case they give me an interesting gift. Like maybe each location has its own unique set of rewards for getting the 3, 4, and 5 stars. So if I do something like get 5 stars here, they'll give me a unique schematic, maybe, to do with the bike, because that's relevant to the area. You've been awarded the title of Skilled Handler. Continue to strive for greater recognition. You've achieved Delivery Volume Grade 10. You can now carry more cargo? What? Oh, hell yeah. Cool.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Is this my gift?
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that.
Sure.
Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Okay. Container repair spray can be sprayed onto cargo containers in order to repair damage and improve the resistance of container contents to vibration and impact. It'll be less effective when used in the midst of a timeful shower, so try to find shelter first. Right, okay. We do also have our EX grenade, which I was looking for the other day. A capsule containing Sam's condensed bodily excretions collected when he uses the shower. It breaks open when thrown, releasing its contents into the atmosphere. Has a noticeable effect on BTs, although the only way to find out what the effect might be is to try it. Non-lethal anti-BT weapon. Right, so I could attach the suit. That's huge. For a single grenade. What? Oh no, I've got 4 of them. I've got 4 grenades. 4 vials of my sweat and blood and maybe urine. Okay. I don't really need it when I'm going into the mule encampment. I kind of wish I'd brought that with me for the previous assignment. The same with container repair spray. I don't feel a need to bring that with me right now. What I will do is place the resin, the metals, and the other resin in my private locker. And then we can keep the climbing anchors. We've got 3 PCCs, which does feel a bit overkill. Let's get rid of 2 of those. Oh, not carry by hand, sorry. Place in private locker. And then the only other thing I want to do is make a ladder or 2 before we head out for the mule encampment.
There is a correlation between elevated corellium levels and increased crystal formation.
Okay.
This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
Sure.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Something I've noticed about the game, which is surprising me, is you don't just get told something once. One character says, oh, collect more chiral crystals next time you're out and about. They'll be really useful. This is probably a byproduct of, you know, connecting and bringing this online in the network. They disappear. New character fades in. Make sure to collect more chiral crystals. This is probably because we added them to the network. Don't worry, though. It's okay. They fade away. New character. Make sure to collect chiral crystals. Yeah, okay, I've got it. It's happened a few too many times now, and it's a bit grating. It is a bit grating, I can't lie. Just to tell me once, and then let me have a play. Fabricate equipment. So, unable to fabricate a chiral printer into... Of course. Hopefully, someone will have left a ladder in the claimed cargo section. Yes! Get in! There is a ladder. Amazing. All right, we will... where should we put this? View owner history. Kitus669, most recent owner. There they are. Likes received from that player. Likes given to this player. Last login date, the 25th of February 2025 at 5 to 7. Well, I don't think they're going to be needing their ladder anymore, so I will take that. Thank you. I will carry it on my tool rack, and then we will save. Okay, I think it's time. Let us make our way to this mule encampment. Now, before I leave, let's see if we can plot this on a map. So I do think the game is showing me a couple of ideal paths. Are these paths taken by other players? These like green lines? Because they seem a little bit fragmented and a little bit broken up. And then you've got these markers here, which are presumably showing the way these individuals went. And in the middle of their encampment is an online post box. Interesting. Okay, well, I think we're probably going to go this way. There is a ladder and there is a climbing anchor, which will make that journey a little bit easier. Let's do that then. Let's do that. So if I draw a line from here, draw a line from here, and we'll make our way up towards the ladder. Then we'll go to the climbing anchor. Then we'll make our way down. And then we'll make our way inside. And I'm guessing it will be either there inside the post box or somewhere nearby. I'll just leave the marker there, because once I'm there, presumably I will then just have a feel for the area, and then from there we can hopefully figure out where we need to go.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Sam.
Still got work to do, Sam.
There he is.
Not keep people waiting.
Yes, I know. Hi, Hardman. I'm doing one quest at a time, okay? Don't stress. What I am curious about is what is preventing me from just going up there. Like, if I wanted to, could I just make my way over there? And again, of course that's rhetorical. You guys aren't here to interact with me. But I wonder what the game would do. Like, if I tried to just keep going. And the same applies really to the entirety of the United Cities of America. Could I just continue to go west? Or eventually would I hit an invisible wall that would prevent me from continuing on? I can't lie. I'm intrigued at maybe giving that a go at some point. But right now, I'm resolute in my objective. We need to go over to the mule encampment. I'm not going to look forward to this. I'll be honest. Sam.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo.
There you go. It's inside
Simple
the post
as that.
box.
But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Well, I'm hoping subduing mules. Attack with X. I've never pressed X in this context. So I just beat the shit out of them. Okay. What about my rope then? Because this had use, didn't it? Can be used to bind human enemies from behind and parry attacks at close quarters. Sam's blood is woven into its fibers and used by scanners to verify his identity. So I can ready the strand with left trigger and then bind with right trigger. If you sneak up on a mule from behind, you can use a strand to bind them. You can also use strands to avoid mule melee attacks, although your timing will need to be just right. So, how? It doesn't tell me how I avoid mule melee attacks. It just says I can ready strand with left trigger. Do I right trigger as they go to hit me? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Cool. I will probably play this, or at least I will attempt to play this as stealthily as possible. I'm a big fan of stealth games and being sneaky and covert and I don't know. I love games that allow me to bypass.
Looks like a path.
Yeah, we're going in. And look. Chiral crystals, not in the middle of loads of BTs. Go figure.
There we go.
Sorry, as I was saying, I like it when a game allows you to use stealth to bypass things. I played Dishonored 1 and 2. There's multiple ways to go up here. We've got 2 ladders, and then someone's put another climbing anchor there. I kind of want to try the anchor, but it's an awkward placement. Let's go up here. Oh. Let me try again. There we go. So yeah, to cut a long story short, I'm going to try my best to be stealthy. Your chiral crystals. The number of chiral crystals in your possession is displayed at the bottom of the cufflinks map. Your blood level, BB stress level, stamina, footwear durability, current weight carried, and all other sorts are also displayed there. Okay. So we probably should have a little sip from the canteen, right? Because we are looking a little bit like we're in need of a sip. How do I get the canteen again? How do I get to the canteen? Was it in here? Nope. I have forgotten. There it is. Drink Bridges Energy. Boom.
Couldn't
Amazing.
drink another drop.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Don't, Die Hardman, don't worry. I'm planning on building one when we get closer, okay? A well-placed watchtower can prove invaluable when reconning mule camps and their surroundings. Hold right and press R to equip the PCC. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Guys, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm on it. So my plan is to construct the watchtower. Oh, hold on. Oh, they've scammed me. Shit. Oh, no. I'm beelining it up here in the hopes that I can avoid them, because they'll... Oh, I don't have any cargo, do I? So it's not pinged the cargo. Perfect. Okay. Let's... Sam.
Mule drop sites
Hi.
are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Ah, this is slightly awkward. I'm going to try my best to build a ladder here, I think. I don't know if I'm going to be able to place it to go all the way to the top of the cliff, though. Let's have a look. Ladder. Like, that is what I was aiming for. That is perfect. Place ladder. Come on! Look at that! That is perfect! Amazing! Oh, I'm chuffed. Really happy with that. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll try and climb up here. And then if we go into here and we'll get our PCC. And then we will go and build a watchtower. Now, how much room am I going to need to build this? Oh, maybe steep slope detected, climbing anchor detected. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, I should be able to remove this. Recover rope. Climbing anchor dismantled. Right. So can I now... It definitely only said climbing anchor. Oh, for God's sake. This is what I get. This is my punishment. For trying to think a little bit outside of the box. Will here work? No. Oh, no! Obstacle detected. Oh! Hold on. Oh! Get in! There we go. Woohoo! My plan has come to fruition. Wow. Imagine a future where this is actually possible. Where you can 3D print objects in a matter of seconds. To this scale.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. Okay, let's use the watchtower. So if we... Oh, chiral bandwidth. Building structures will take up chiral bandwidth. Got it. Got it. So let's do a little check. Climbing anchor. The post box is down there, which annoyingly I don't think we're going to be able to see. That's a little bit beyond my vision, but we can see there is this tent over there. Okay. So it would seem to me, and maybe, again, I've just built the watchtower in a really awkward spot. Doesn't seem like there's anyone next to the post box. Mule boots. I wonder if mule boots are better than the bridges boots. Like, is there any benefit to me maybe picking those up? Okay, so there's 1, 2, and then 3. And again, nothing else that I can see from here. Okay. Let's have a look at the structure menu and have a look at this macho thing that I got. Upgrade structure. We can use our 39 chiral crystals. Oh, we would need 400 metal as well to get the customization slot, which I believe then would allow me to put that macho thing in which we acquired. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that there. We'll leave that there. So, part of me wants to try out my brand new strand thing on one of these mules. Just to get a feel. Just to get a feel for how it might work. So let me slowly coax my way down this cliff. We will grab this rope and let's climb down. And again, my plan is to try and use my rope to subdue that mule over there. Just to try out the mechanic. I'd rather do it in a safe environment than when I'm running for my life with my tail between my legs. Has he seen me? He may have seen me. Okay, we're gonna move. I understand how ridiculous it is for me to say, has he seen me? When I'm clearly in his line of sight. But the music would tell me that he hasn't engaged with me. I feel like if the music was getting really fast-paced right now, then maybe I'd have aggroed him. But I don't think we're in combat. There we go. So let's move in. We should be fine to climb down here. We've got nothing on our back. So stay crouched. Let's go into our inventory. Let's get the strand. I'm going to hide in here. Tall grass. It's a classic. It's a gaming trope. Sam can hide in grass or other foliage provided it's tall enough. Right, so we're going to stay here. Can I ready this while I'm in the grass? I can. Okay. We're going to wait for him to patrol. Come on! Get in! Amazing. Okay. Take the metal. Can I move the body? Is that something we can do? No. I feel like I'm playing Hitman. Like I want to drag his body into the grass so no one can see him. So let's ping again. There is another mule down there with the mule boots. Let's go get them. I want to see if the boots which I can get from the mule are better than my Bridges boots. This is incredible. You might call me a fool. I did not realize the game would have sections like this. I thought for the most part it would be us delivering packages, not having to deal with oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna have to wait here. And then when they patrol back, I'll have to go in. How close are they gonna get? Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. We're going in. We're going in. Come on! Woo! Okay, let's have a look at these brand new mule boots. Carry on back. Okay, let's have a look. Cargo. Mule boots. Boots favored by mules. Their old-fashioned design isn't particularly hard-wearing and they tend to break fairly easily. Right, so I could use these in a pinch, but the Bridges boots will always be better. I see. Okay. We might be able to hand those in. Maybe they'll be worth something back at the distribution center. Maybe there'll be someone really interested in digging deeper into this old-fashioned style. This is slightly awkward. It's an awkward drop. Fortunately, we don't have much cargo, so I think we can just climb down there like that, yeah. I'm going to try and eat a crypto biote to bring back some stamina. Oh, crypto biote acquired. How will I eat it? Would I eat it in here? There we go. Crypto biote, a living organism not seen before the Death Stranding. Consuming a crypto biote immediately restores a small amount of blood, and more than one can be eaten at a time if required. Can be stored if necessary for later use. It is said to have a distinctive taste. Be aware that you cannot eat crypto biotes if your hands are full. Right, so that doesn't really do your stamina. It's just your health. I thought it was, but part of me wondered if maybe it would help stamina as well. For stamina, we want to be drinking from the canteen, which currently has some Bridges energy drink. I don't feel the need to drink that right now. Let's make our way up the hill. Is there not another mule here? I could have sworn that's what we saw on the map, but it doesn't seem like that was a mule. I think it may have just been the climbing anchor instead. Infiltrating a mule camp. When infiltrating a mule camp, crouching will help reduce the sound of your footsteps. Holding your breath will make you even harder to detect. If you're using a keyboard, use control to walk slowly. It doesn't seem like anyone's in here. Oh, There he is. I thought that was someone. But for some reason, I didn't get the silhouette when I scanned with the Odra deck. Okay, so ready? Ready, my Strand? And let's go in. Come on! Woo! I'm happy with that, guys. Let's grab that.
Been busy? Seems all the mules in your vicinity have been incapacitated.
Indeed they have. Okay, let's unlock Postbox. We're hacking in. We are hacker, man. Okay, what have we got in here? We've got quite a few things. Quite a few things inside of the Postbox. The Chiral printer interface, which we'll definitely want to take. And then that leaves me with about 70. I don't really want to be carrying an additional 70 kilos of cargo. We could take materials for large-scale construction. I think we need all of these. Special device and performance-enhancing beverages. That does leave me with a little bit of room. I really want to take more. 200 metal? Oh my god. I think I'm risking it then, though. I think I'll be risking it. So let's auto-arrange cargo. And then we'll confirm. And then we'll make our way back. Okay. Is there anything in here that I can interact with? Anything in their camp I can click on or look at? I can kick things around, apparently. There's physics. I cannot get that spade away. There we go. Can I open any boxes? No, it seems like they're there for decoration. Okay. We'll scan once again, but I'm pretty happy with what we've got here. There is a post box up there, which I guess we could grab some less important stuff and put it in the post box someone's made. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll keep a hold of the important things because I'm now about to go and deliver them. But would I be able to get away with putting resin and metal? Let's grab the metal and see if I can put that inside the post box. Carry on back. And then confirm. And then I don't know if I can do this, but can I now put that metal inside of that post box? Oh, it's a bit of a weird climb. Let's go up here and cross at the little bit of rock in the stream. Oh, we need to unequip the strand, don't we? There we go. Okay. Yeah, a footpath, indeed. Let's then cross here. Nice. And then we'll try and put the metal in here. Even if we can't use it, presumably we can leave it for another player. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to punch the terminal. So, make delivery. I could deliver the lost cargo, but I'm going back to the distribution center anyway, so I may as well take it myself. I could go to share locker and give the metal, which I think I'll do, because right now it's a little bit too much weight for me to carry. We could manage it, but I just worry that the extra weight might cause me to topple, and I do know we have that really steep cliff just behind the distribution center to deal with, and I don't want to throw caution to the wind. So I will leave that in there for another player to use. There we go. I love the picture of the structure builder. That's a fantastic picture. There we go. And then let's go under here. All right, and we'll return back home. I will remove all of my markers. That way I'm not going to be distracted by the old ones. I don't think I will need to use markers to get back. I've got a good grip now on where we need to go. And presumably at some point I will begin to see my old footsteps, which will then guide me in the right direction. That was fun. I really, really enjoyed that. As I was trying to say halfway through all of that, I didn't realize there was going to be a stealth aspect to the game. Like, I really am totally blind as to what this game entails. The only thing that would have indicated to me that there might be a little bit of stealth is Metal Gear Solid is stealth espionage, I believe. I've never played a Metal Gear game, so I don't really know. But I love stealth games. So I feel like I'm going to really, really enjoy this. The story is captivating. Traversing the land and the world, the geography of it all is amazing. Yeah, I'm just having a really good time. Let's grab this ladder for future use. And then we'll make our way down here. Perfect. I'm wondering what those icons over there are. Oh. Is that icon denoting where the... Oh, no, it can't be. Is it a plant? I really want to go look, but it might be difficult for me to get there because there is a river. I can't tell what that is. I can't tell what that is. We'll have to come back and investigate when we're not carrying nearly 100 kilos on our back. I wonder what other tools will eventually be given to us. Because at the minute, the only thing I really have is the strand. Will we eventually be able to get firearms? I could see that a few of the gentlemen back there at the camp were wielding what looked like pole arms. Oh, let's soothe the BB. Check on BB. Oh. Check on BB. Soothe BB. There we go. I'm learning. And then we will soothe the BB by rocking them. Stamina restored and fatigue level reduced. Amazing. Good. All right, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's grab onto the climbing anchor and make our way down. Look at that rock over there, like directly ahead of me. That archway, that natural formed archway. We've got to go there at some point, right? All right, let's climb down. I feel good, guys. I hate to say it. Well, I don't hate to say it. I love to say it. I feel good. I feel like I'm getting a better grasp on the BTs. I really enjoyed sneaking into that camp just now. Yeah, this is fun. All right, let's turn around and let's go and make a delivery. Sam.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. All we had to do was sit back and let them work.
Careful. Careful. Whoa.
Singularity. No reason.
I got a little bit carried away there.
But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in.
Made jobs no one really needed.
Gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
Okay. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Is Jackal like the leader of the mules? Have I understood that correctly? I've not really touched upon the societal implications of what's happened in this world and how it relates to our own. I'm in a creative field myself, and the rise of artificial intelligence as a replacement for human creativity is one of the most depressing things I've ever encountered in my life. Like the fact that people are turning to artificial intelligence to produce artwork, be it a piece of art in the form of a painting, graphic design, or, as is now becoming a possibility, video. Being able to artificially create video. And moving away from AI, I know that there was a bit of a ruckus in the UK a while back, because we now have, and have had for a while actually, self-service checkouts. And whatever I do when I go do the food shop is you can grab a scanner by the door, and as you walk around and do your food shop, you can go and find like your cans of Pepsi, scan the barcode, put it in your basket. Loaf of bread, scan it, put it in your basket. I've not used a cashier or a till at a supermarket for over a decade. And that caused a lot of issues. People saying, we're losing our jobs to the rise of technology.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
And over the past decade, it's only gotten more and more rife. Some of it, not to get too deep into this conversation, some of it I do think is acceptable, such as self-service checkouts at supermarkets. I think it's a fantastic addition, and it makes the food shop easier. For people who are a bit antisocial like myself, it's the preferred way to shop, but I do not agree whatever a single iota, an atom of my being agrees with the notion that artificial intelligence should be used in a creative capacity. There are ways to use it, and I think creative pursuits is the wrong tree to bark up. Make delivery. Let's do the lost cargo first. No, we'll do the memory chip first. Yeah, one memory chip. There we go.
You picked this up for me? You shouldn't have. Really.
What's it going to be this time? The Seven Samurai, okay.
Thank you for your contribution.
I will have a look at all of the new data entries and mail, by the way, before we end today's episode. Let's now deliver the lost cargo. We'll do all of those. I'm wondering if this will unlock something for us. Or maybe even bring us up to 4 stars. That'd be something.
Back, are you? You trying to put the rest of us to shame? Fine by me.
All in a day's work, Ben. All in a day's work. Now, will we receive another S rank for this? I don't know if you get S ranks for delivering lost cargo, or if it's only for missions. I know I can skip this, but I enjoy the beeps. I really enjoy them coming in. All right, no S ranks for doing lost cargo. I'll skip this one, though. There we go. Cool. And eventually, presumably, our star will fill out. We can see on other player characters' creations, you can see the 5-pronged star. And their segments are different colors. Like, I think we saw someone earlier who had 3 prongs which were purple and 2 which were green. I don't know what the colors denote at this point.
See you around.
See you around. Right, now we will deliver the cargo that we came to deliver in the first place. Deliver requested cargo. All cargo required is ready to be delivered. There we go. The order can be completed. There we go. Cha-ching.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it.
I'll take your word for it.
Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Ah, what can I say? I'm a legend, apparently. Come on, get me to 4 stars. We're so tantalizingly close. Give me the S rank. Give me the 4th star. Give me a big, juicy reward. This is going to be easily over 3,000, right? Might even be 4. No, 3. Okay. S rank again. Nice.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up?
Ah, they're holding
Not
up.
too well, I imagine. Conditions
Okay.
being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine.
Okay.
You should always carry an extra pair.
I do.
But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Awesome. Okay, now will I go up to connection level 4? New interview data acquired. Necrosis and the ancient Egyptian view of life and death. 2 years ago, distribution center west of Capital Knot City and the Chiral network 1. Ooh, wow, I can build a literal bridge. Equip your PCC, then hold down to select it. Come on, level 4. Oh, no. That's going to take a lot to get up to 4. We're getting barely a sliver. And then skip. Okay, miscellaneous nearly leveled up. Not quite.
See you around.
See you around.
Congratulations.
Hello, Hartman.
I understand you now have access to a chiral printer.
I do indeed.
An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data.
Massive volumes of data.
Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past.
Cool. Really cool. I like that.
Grasp the fundamental nature of the network
and the beach.
we have come to rely on. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous?
Undeniably so.
Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit.
Okay.
The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work.
Okay, before anything else happens, let me make a note of that. Chiral printers. Do I have one already? I've got chiralium. Let's do a new one then called chiral printers. It is theorized that they are transmitting data into the past. Timey-wimey bullshit. Question mark. Cool. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's really interesting. Okay. 3 new orders for Sam have been added. I will investigate those in the next episode. And I think before we go, I'm going to go into the private room. We have a half-dozen new logs and journal entries to read through. And we'll go and do those, expand our knowledge, and then we will save for today. Oh! Oh? Time passed while you were sleeping. Your canteen has been refilled, and BB has been pacified. Okay.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Sam. All right, so we could go and look at the equipment. We can check on BB. We could go and take a shower to get some more grenades. Let's do that. I'm guessing that will make us some more. No, I was waiting for it to say ride with Norman Reedus. I don't know if I should skip this. There might be some of you watching who live for this moment. Oh, whoa. Getting tantalizingly close to the derriere just then. Okay, we've had 1 restock of the grenade. Amazing. Right, let's go and have a look at the terminal, and let's take a look at all of the new data entries before we depart. So, let's go down to data, interviews. Necrosis and the ancient Egyptian view of life and death. The Egyptians believed that we humans were composed of 2 elements, the Ha and the Ka, the body and the soul. Various texts expound upon their nature in detail, but perhaps it is simplest to conceive of them as follows. The soul is that which joins with the child in the womb and gives life to the body. It is also that which departs the body upon death. Ergo, the body is simply a vessel. Should the soul return to it, it will live again. This is precisely what is observed in near-death experiences. A soul separated, albeit briefly, from its body. The Egyptians believed death not to be an instantaneous change of state, but a process by which the soul moves from one realm to another. But this process itself has changed thanks to the Death Stranding. In the normal order of things, when death occurs, the soul vacates the body and passes into the seam. From there, it transitions to the beach, and only then on to the world of the dead. But after the stranding, a soul has already made its journey to the beach, may attempt to return to its body in this world. It was hard to believe at first, but the process of necrosis provided proof of this phenomenon that was difficult to deny. That is why it is imperative that we burn the bodies of the dead. The body must be destroyed to sever the link with the soul. Only then will the soul be free to journey to the world beyond. So if we don't dispose of the body, that's what leads to beached things then. And that would explain the umbilical cord connecting them to this world. The Ha and the Ka. I'm guessing it's Ha and Ka because of the Egyptian god Ra? And you'd pronounce Ha and Ka the same way? The thing is, here's the interesting thing, right? In our world, that would be a belief. You'd believe that's the case. In the world of Death Stranding, that is clearly the case, because we have evidence in the fact that we have gone to the seam, we've gone to the beach, and we've quite literally followed the strand connecting us to our body within the seam. So the Ha and the Ka, let's make a note on this. New note, Ha and Ka. The Ha equals the body, the Ka equals the soul. Death is not instantaneous. There we go. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Instantaneous. As I was writing that, I thought, oh, I'm all flustered. People are watching me type. Instantaneous, but rather a process by which the soul, what does it say? Moves from the soul moves from one realm to another. The Ka. The reason we must destroy the body, the Ha, is to sever the connection between the Ha and Ka so that the Ka may move on. Where does it say? Just move on? Necrosis. Get my controller. Necrosis. Free to journey to the world beyond. May move on to the world beyond. Otherwise, and this is just a theory, we end up with BTs plaguing the world. Okay. Awesome. Leave that for now. The next note is on chiral symmetry. The word chiral comes from the Greek chir, meaning hand. Compare your left with your right. They seem similar in both size and shape, yes? Now face your palms away from you and place one hand over the other. Their shapes do not overlap exactly, but place your palms together and voila, a match. It is as if one hand is the mirror image of the other. But again, if you were to actually compare the mirror image of your hand to itself, we would see that the two are not identical. This is the essence of chirality, the state in which the mirror image of a shape does not match the original. It has been theorized that BTs are mirror images of ourselves. Were we to exist in the same point in time and space, our shapes, as it were, would not overlap neatly onto one another, save in reflection, and when our particles meet their opposites, a void out occurs. The new form of communication we've devised utilizes beaches, which are akin to mirrors reflecting this world and the other, hence the term chiral network. What I'm going to do, and I think this is probably what I should have been doing, just for easier access, I'm just going to quickly snip this make a brand new note, and we'll call this... Well, we'll put it in Chiralium. Chiralium. Here. What was the specific term they were using here? Just chiral, wasn't it? Chiralium Kier, that's fine. And then I'll paste this in there. There we go. Perfect. Chirality. That's something else I'll put in. Chirality. Chiralium and Kier. Cool. Right. Next one. Chiralium. Have I read this one already? No, I think this is new as well. You would like to know more about Chiralium? Well, wouldn't we all? I'm happy to present the latest theories, but you must be aware that this is all that they are. Theories. Chiralium, like dark matter, was born along with our universe and has existed ever since, just not in a dimension we were able to perceive. Until now, it is the beach that gives us access to that dimension, and with it, knowledge of Chiralium's existence. Not just knowledge of it, of course. We've since observed it coalescing into crystalline form and recorded measurable physical and mental effects on individuals exposed to it. It has reshaped our understanding of reality and proven instrumental in the formulation of the multiverse theory of beaches. What? What? The multiverse theory of beaches. Okay. Chiral matter is not affected by the passage of time. As far as these particles are concerned, none has elapsed since the Big Bang. Okay, little wonder they escaped our notice for so long, until Man and BT first came together in Void Out and left nothing but Chiralium in their wake. Many of these claims are yet to be verified, but I believe that this is a fair summary of the scientific community's current consensus on the matter. No pun intended. I shall soon be heading west with the first expedition, and I look forward to learning more about Chiralium and its connection to the beach along the way. I will make another screenshot of this. I'll grab this bit here with the yellow text. So grab this. And then put that in the chiral notes as well. Perfect. Awesome. So, next, the Chiral Network 1. 3 years ago, before the first expedition's departure? Mama, Central Knot City HQ. So, the core infrastructure is complete. The basic Cupid-ready chiral network setup is good to go. Now all we have to do is connect Central Knot City to Capital and prove that it actually works. Sadly, I won't be here to see it. I've been assigned to the expedition team's second group, so I'll be heading west with the others. But the people in charge here are the best of the best. They'll have the network operational inside of 3 years, just as planned, I'm sure of it. And while they're seeing to that, we'll be visiting towns and whatnot across the country and putting the facilities in place for when things are finally up and running. Amelie and the others in the lead group will be forging the connections and laying the groundwork to make sure everything goes to plan. Afterwards, we'll just need to link it all up with operational Cupids, and that should be that. It's kind of like the Apollo missions back in the day. They used a 3-stage rocket to get to the moon, right? We'll be using a 3-stage process to do something almost as revolutionary. And then finally, 2 years ago, Distribution Center west of Capital Knot City. Who? Benjamin Hancock. It's been about a year now since we came here with the rearguard. The first folks through did us a favor of setting up the chiral relay and patching things up before we arrived, so we're doing all right. Not so sure about everyone else though. Folks back home sound kind of freaked out. We don't know what's going on in Central or Capital, let alone how Amelie and the others who kept heading west are doing, but something doesn't feel right. What's more, a lot of guys have developed some kind of agoraphobia. Like the thought alone of going outside scares the shit out of them. See, the distro centers and way stations around these parts here aren't like the ones back east. They're much more isolated, out in the middle of nowhere. Can't help but feel cut off from the world. And there's not a lot of staff on hand either, which means you often have to do the work of 2 guys, which can make it that much lonelier too. And then you factor in the terrorism rumors. Also, is it just me, or does it feel like there's more mules out there these days? Don't get me wrong, I know they're not out to get us. All they want is our cargo, right? Well, that doesn't change the fact that they're not making our work any easier, especially since a lot of these guys used to be first-rate porters and could run rings around us if they hadn't, well, you know. Still, for now. The network systems are up and running, and we're just holding out for the day when the second expedition comes through with a working Cupid. Till then, we'll keep things chugging along. That much we can do. For bridges and country. Am I right? And then finally, we've got the memory chip over here. Before I continue, though, I'm guessing the terrorist or terrorism thing they're talking about are the homo demons, who we're still yet to encounter, thank goodness. I'm guessing the mules are going to be like the really easy combatants to deal with. But the homo demons are going to kick my ass, which I'm scared of. Right, let's have a look at the memory chip. We got, what was it, Seven Samurai? The Seven Samurai. A classic work from Akira Kurosawa, who became, alongside Godzilla's Ishiro Honda, one of Japan's most globally acclaimed directors. The movie developed a huge cult following worldwide, and its story was retold in the Hollywood classic The Magnificent Seven. The image of the villagers hiring the Seven Samurai in order to protect themselves strikes a chord with many preppers, living as they do without the support of an organized nation state, there we go, and making this a classic, old copies of which are much sought after. Wow. Okay. Well, that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm quite happy with the progress we made today. I think the biggest revelation for me, is it a big revelation? Maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But the confirmation, sort of the existence of a ha and a ka, and how that relates to Egyptian belief, has really interested me. Because it's like the key to the lock that is what is happening with BTs, chiralium, necrosis, the beach, the seam, repatriates. What, like, for me being a repatriate, is it because I am... They said that death isn't instantaneous, it's a process. So is a repatriate just somebody whose soul can leave the ha on a whim? Am I slowly dying? Is that it? Like, do I have some sort of, this is a crazy thing to say, but I wonder if Sam has some sort of terminal illness, which is killing him. And the nature of him rapidly dying, maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe they've got a way to stop it, but maybe I'm in the process of dying, which means I'm a repatriate? I don't know. I'm loving it. Either way, the story, it's good. The gameplay is fun. My only complaint so far is repeat dialogue of the same thing. Like, there's been a few moments where I've just wanted to sort of exist in the world and let the game happen to me. And then you get Die Hardman on the radio. Sam, have you considered constructing a watchtower? Sam, have you considered maybe changing your shoes? Sam, have you ever considered building a mailbox? It's like, oh, chill. Maybe I'll do that. I'm guessing it's because I'm still maybe in the tutorial and they're being way more hand-holdy than they otherwise would feel the need to be. But yeah, like, for a game with a story as complex as this, it's strange to me that they're leaving so little to the imagination when it comes to you playing the game. It's like, build a post box, build the watchtower, sneak in, be really, really sneaky. It's like, yeah, thank you. I'll get there. Yeah, I'm loving it. Really having a good time. Hopefully you're enjoying the nature of the commentary. Again, I'm trying to very specifically just be nice and chill, and hopefully that's fun for you guys to watch. So I will save, and then can I record another episode immediately? No. I need to go to work in an hour. Oh, that's so annoying. I really want to play more. Ah, whatever. All right, system, save complete. All right, guys, I love and adore you all. I will see you in the next episode of Death Stranding. Very well.